Okay, now we have moved on to the second additional information, which is what are the risk factors that can increase likelihood of a person developing a speech disorder. Okay, so let's move on to the first point. Okay, for the first point, as you can see in the picture above, is being born prematurely. Okay, so being born prematurely is a risk factor for developing a speech disorder. Okay, so premature birth can impact the development of the speech and language centers in the brain because these areas matured in the final trimester of the pregnancy. Okay, so premature infants may need more time and support to catch up with their speech and language skills, making early intervention and monitoring important to address potential delays. Okay, move on to the second point, which is having a low weight at birth. Okay, as you can see in the picture above, okay, having a low birth weight is another risk factor for speech disorder. Okay, so low birth weight infants often born prematurely may face challenges in speech and language development due to undeveloped oral and neurological systems. So these children might require extra support and early intervention to address potential speech difficulties as they grow. So having a family history of speech disorder is also one of the risk factor. Okay, so having a family history of speech disorder increase the risk of individual developing one. Okay, so genetics can play a role in a speech disorder, making it more likely for someone to inherit a predisposition to such difficulties. Last but not least, experiencing problems that affect nose, ears, and throat is also one of the risk factor. Okay, so experiencing problems that affect ears, nose, and throat can increase the risk of a speech disorder. Okay, so issues like chronic ear infection can disrupt speech development by impeding the ability to hear and produce sounds correctly. Okay, so addressing these issues with medical treatment and a speech therapy is essential to mitigate their impact on speech and language development.